It begins at 2:47 p.m. on a Tuesday. Nothing unusual. Birds are chirping, buses are honking, and somewhere, someone is spilling coffee on their keyboard. But then, in a split second, everything changes. Not with a warning siren or a countdown, but with a quiet, cosmic flick of a switch. Gravity, the invisible force that's been holding everything together since the dawn of time, just turns off. For the first millisecond, no one notices. Inertia keeps most things in place: cups on tables, people in chairs, water in sinks. But by the time a full second ticks by, the world begins to rise. People, cars, cats, lawn chairs, even the groceries in your bag, everything is suddenly floating. Confused screams fill the air as school children drift upwards from playgrounds, and dogs paddle in confusion midair. A delivery truck rolls gently into the air, its driver wide-eyed and clutching the wheel as though it might help. Haze weightless now. Inside homes and offices, pens fly from desks, coffee floats in shimmering blobs, and the laws of nature feel like they've declared a coffee break. Airplanes in flight continue along their trajectories, mostly unaffected for now. But passengers inside, they're bumping into ceilings, seatbelts stretched to the limit, drinks dancing in front of stunned faces. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station glance at their monitors and mutter in disbelief. Earth looks fuzzy. Not blurry, just slightly off. Because the oceans, momentarily unanchored, are beginning to bulge unnaturally upward. Not fully escaping, not flying into space, but rising like an enormous, slow-motion splash in a gravity-less bathtub. By second 3, chaos is in full bloom. Balloons, chairs, laptops, and unlucky pigeons who happen to flap at the wrong time are all drifting, some higher than others. Humans too. Joggers are mid-jump in complete awe. Construction workers are suspended above half-finished buildings. A barista hovers over a cappuccino machine. Somewhere, a toddler giggles in delight, thinking this is the best thing ever. Then comes second 4. The panic begins to bloom because what goes up must, well, hopefully come down gently. But with gravity gone, no one's sure how. Objects keep floating, rising towards ceilings, trees, clouds. Those outside continue their gentle climb into the sky. A man riding a scooter tries to paddle back toward Earth like he's swimming, but there's nothing to push against. And then click. Second 5. Gravity returns. Instantly. It doesn't ramp up or slide back into place. It's just there again, like a boss walking back into the room after a 5-second break. Everything that had been rising now crashes down. Shopping carts slam into pavement. Children fall into jungle gyms. Phones hit sidewalks. People inside buildings thud into floors, and those who had floated high above open areas come back at terrifying speeds. Injuries happen. Bones break. Trampolines bounce. Emergency rooms overflow with confused patients trying to explain that they fell from the sky. Some things are lucky. A boy lands in a swimming pool, unhurt and exhilarated. A woman lands in a beanbag chair. A cat sticks the landing like a gymnast. Others aren't so fortunate: rooftop workers, kite flyers, birds that soared too high. For them, 5 seconds of freedom meant a brutal return. But the weirdest part? It wasn't just Earth. Satellites noticed it too. The moon tugged at tides the same as always, but instruments recorded a brief, universal hiccup.